Alright, in this video I'm going to be multiplying some polynomials. There's just 3 problems here, so this should go pretty quick. So first of all, on number 1 here, we're multiplying a monomial, which has 1 term, times a binomial, which has 2 terms, and we do what's called the distributive property. We'll multiply 3x times x, which is 3x squared, since x times x is x squared. And then we're going to multiply 3x times a minus 4, and that's negative 12x, which we'll write as minus 12x. On number 2, we're multiplying a binomial times a binomial. And so you may recall an acronym, FOIL. F stands for first, O stands for outer, I stands for inner, and L stands for last. And this acronym helps us to know how to multiply here. We multiply the first terms, that's the x and the 2x, and that's going to give us 2x squared. We multiply the outer terms, x times 3 or 3x. We multiply the inner terms, negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. We'll write it as minus 8x. And our last product would be these last numbers multiplied, and a negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, and we'll write that as minus 12. Now notice we've got some like terms here. Like terms have the same variable factors. Each of these has a single x. So we end up writing this as 2x squared. 3x minus 8x is going to give us a minus 5x. And then don't forget the minus 12. On number 3, common mistake students make is they'll square the x and they'll square the y with a plus in between or maybe a minus, which is not the right answer. There is no rule of exponents for this. But what we can do is multiply 2x minus y's. That's what this actually means. Multiply 2 of these guys. And then we can FOIL. Now there's another way to think of it. You're really just distributing the x here times each of the 2 terms here, and then the negative 4 times each of the 2 terms here. So you can think of it how you want. So we're going to have x squared. X times a minus y we'll write as minus xy. And then our inner product is minus yx. Let's go ahead and put the x and y in alphabetical order. And then a negative y times a negative y becomes a positive y squared. And again, we have some like terms here. Notice those are 1's. We get x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Now some of you may have gone directly from here to here. There is a nice pattern. Notice x squared, that's the first term, and a minus y squared, that's our last term. And where do we get that middle term? If you multiply x times a negative y, that's negative xy, and double that, just kind of basically what we did here, you get this middle term. Alright, so if you want to use that shortcut, that's something you can do. Alright, that's it for this first video.